Yo, so this is some shit that I learned in my life from pure experience, and then like I saw like the reason why it actually made sense aside from my own experience. However, here's what I've learned. If you're not gonna change that shit, don't complain about it. And here's the reason why. It's not even about like, oh, stop being a pussy, stop being a victim. Like there's that aspect to it. But let me get to like the shit aside from that. You feel me? So you complain about some shit, right? You look at all the shit that's blowing your shit and then you allow it to blow your shit. You feel me? Now, when your shit gets blown, right, you just drain your own mental energy. And then at that point, it's even harder to deal with this shit the next time it blows your shit. So you're going to keep on getting your shit blown, right? Wasting your energy. Now your energy's depleted and it's just going to blow your shit even more. Your energy gets wasted again. Your shit gets blown even more to the point where either you're gonna blow the fuck up or you're gonna be just drained as shit. You feel me? And either way, you still can't deal with that bullshit that's blowing your shit. You feel me? So here's why you should stop complaining if you're not gonna change that shit. You feel me? So if you're not gonna change that shit, or at least spark an idea to change that shit with somebody else. You feel me? Like you could spark it some by talking about the issue. You feel me? If you're not gonna find a way to live with the bullshit, don't complain. Because when you complain, oh, I already explained what the fuck happens when you complain. So here's what happens when you stop complaining. You feel me? When you stop complaining, right? One of two things happens. Either you change this shit or you find a way to live comfortably with that bullshit. You feel me? So usually the best option is to change that shit. You feel me? When something's blowing your shit, change the shit that's blowing your shit. But sometimes you can't change that shit. You feel me? So at that point, either you gotta walk away from the bullshit or just accept the bullshit and live with the bullshit. Now that's accepting the bullshit and living with the bullshit. You feel me? That right there, that's like, it's kind of like submitting in a way, you know? But like sometimes it actually work. Cause sometimes the bullshit that you seeing is only a thinking error produced by you. But sometimes that shit really is some bullshit that gotta be changed. You may have to change that shit, or you may have to fucking dip. You feel me? But if you're not gonna dip, if you're not gonna change it, if you're not gonna find a way to work with that shit, don't fucking complain. Cause all you're gonna do is just waste your energy. It's gonna keep on blowing your shit. You're either gonna blow the fuck up or you're gonna be super fucking drained. And it's just not gonna be good for nobody. It's not gonna be good for you. It's not gonna be good for the people involved inside the situation. Cause why? If your shit's blown or you're drained, you won't be the happy, joyful person that you naturally are and stuff like that. It'll be hard to interact with people and all that other bullshit. Yeah, you feel me? No one likes dealing with people when they're upset. You feel me? Unless you love that person that can make you feel better. But if it's not that situation, nobody wants to deal with people when their shit's blown completely. They don't. You feel me? I think that's it for this video though. It's pretty simple. It's just don't complain if you're not gonna change that shit. If you're not gonna live with that shit, or if you're not gonna leave that shit the fuck alone. You feel me? If you're gonna stay inside that shit and not change it or make a way for yourself to live inside that shit, don't complain. You feel me? And I explained why. That's it.